Dennis Sperling just hopped on the internet and said that he and O'Shea Duke paid for the funeral of Kevin Samuels. They didn't specify how much they contributed, but Dennis Sperling said that him and O'Shea paid for some funeral expenses. Why did Dennis say that? I'll tell you why he said it. Kevin Samuels has a cousin, his first cousin from the OKC, who recently came to the internet and had a few words. This is his cousin.
That's
Samuels.
my first cousin for all you haters.
Yeah, you sure do look like him.
Oh,
He
yeah,
does.
that's my daddy's only nephew, man. I hadn't heard none of what Dennis talking about. I really don't, to be honest, I don't even know who the hell Dennis is.
So, Kevin's cousin, he does not know who Dennis Sperling is. He said it. He don't know who he is. And apparently, Dennis got offended. And this is what Dennis said. So Dennis posted that he talked to Jeff, who was Kevin's best friend. And Jeff said that he'd never heard of Antoine. And so based on Jeff's word, that was enough for Dennis to get on the internet and say that this person might not be a family member. He said anybody who is alleging to be Kevin's family member but is not on the list of surviving family members is probably misleading the public. Stop the cap. That's what he said in the top line. So he said his first cousin is capping. He got on the internet and said that. I think that it is disrespectful to the family to come out in public and question the legitimacy of a blood relative without doing your homework. I think it's disrespectful. So people let him know that that's actually his real cousin. And they send him the Facebook page and they say that he is the son of Theodore and Diane Samuels, who are both in the obituary. Dennis Sperling responds and says, well, why didn't he help pay for all of the expenses that me and O'Shea paid for? Wow. How disrespectful is that? Once people tell you that that's actually his cousin, your response is, well, why he didn't help pay for the funeral expenses? Whatever happened to, what is it called? A client attorney privilege? If these are your clients, if this is your friend, then why are you broadcasting financial information that should have not been broadcast? You shouldn't have spoken on what you contributed to that funeral. It was nobody's business. If they gave you the opportunity to speak on behalf of their family, if the mother granted you that opportunity and you run to your YouTube page and tell people that you and O'Shea paid for something, maybe all of it, who knows, and why didn't this first cousin kick in? That's disrespectful. Somebody in the comments, let me know. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Is that not disrespectful to the family, to the legacy, to the first cousin? Is it not disrespectful to broadcast, to tell people that you and O'Shea paid for some of this funeral, and you supposed to be his friend? This is supposed to be your friend. With friends like this, you don't need enemies. You owe those people an apology. You owe them an apology. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Kevin is probably turning over in his grave like, wow. Dennis Sperling felt the need to put my family's business out there. You already had people saying that Kevin needed a GoFundMe for his funeral. So people are already thinking that they ain't got the money for the funeral. So now you got Dennis saying, hey, me and O'Shea paid some. Why his cousin didn't kick in? They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them backstabbers. You know, people who claim to be Kevin's friends, they have been sneak dissing Kevin for a very long time. Kevin just didn't peep it. It's called a sneak diss for a reason. A lot of his YouTube comrades have been sneak dissing. Some people didn't sneak diss. They just came out and they dissed. But a lot of people have been sneak dissing, and if you know me in my channel, you know that I will get something and I will hold on to it. I'll get some information and I'll hold on to it for a year, for months. I'm gonna put it out. There's no rush. I may not ever put it out, but I've watched these people diss him on the low, throwing shots. Ladies and gentlemen, let this be a reminder that these people that you interact with, that you collaborate with, these people are not your friends. A friend, a true friend would not do what Dennis Sperling just did. That's not what a friend does. And I would even take it a step further and say a true friend would donate every dime that he or she received from any live stream following the passing of Kevin Samuels. You would give all that money to his daughter. If you call yourself a friend and you made money off of his passing and you gained thousands of subscribers, you should give that money to his daughter. Because according to the internet, Kevin Samuels was still married when he passed away. People cannot find the divorce documents. So if he was still married, his wife probably will be in control of all of his assets. The IG page, the YouTube channel. If he was married. So I think y'all should give all that money to his daughter. But you know what's crazy? They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. Go to their channel and ask him, hey, are you going to give this money? Are y'all going to give this money to his daughter? Of course not. They still upset because they had to contribute to the funeral. Like, it reminds me of people who give charitable donations and they have to broadcast it. If you want to donate to somebody, then donate. They say, if you want to feed the homeless, then feed the homeless. But if you post pictures about you feeding the homeless, you're actually feeding your ego. It's the poor black man. I had to speak on this. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Maybe we should do a live stream and talk about this. I don't know. You tell me. It's the poor black man. I appreciate you all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.